G'day, Overtakers. Here we are.
Hey, here we are. Overtaking Lane, Thursday night live stream. Time to have a drink, kick back, talk some crap, hey, and see what's going on in the week ahead.
Absolutely. You just adjust some volumes here because we came through a bit louder than usual there at the start.
I gotta up my quality. What is it with YouTube lately? It's it's always starting out with really low quality, even on my PC. Like I noticed it with the live stream out at Jambo and stuff. It would be on like 240p, and you got to go and change it to high quality. And now it's doing it on my computer. It's coming through for this. It's coming through at 360p.
True. Yeah, it did it on my TV. I put something on the TV today while I was having lunch, and that was on. It started out and it was like 480p, and it wouldn't go to 1080. I was like, man, this video looks horrible. I was like, and then I went, oh, I'll check the quality, and it was on 480. I was like, wow, that's why it looks horrible.
Yeah, and then see, change my quality. We're only streaming in 720, I notice, but I can bump it up to 720. It looks a bit better.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, we streamed the Jambo in 1080, right?
Yep. Yeah, we did. Yep, full 1080 all weekend.
Yeah. So I just hope that there wasn't people out there when we're streaming at 1080 that there was people out there watching it at 240p and not knowing how to do
Yeah.
that. I don't know. We've got to make a little ad or something like click here and
Yeah. Make sure you set the quality to max or something.
yeah. So I don't know what everyone else thinks of that, but I think that's not a bad idea actually. And do you think you could do something where you just click on, like, do a screen
Probably have like a
grab?
little animation that pops up or something.
Yeah, and we
And
throw
it just
that
pops
in
up every
amongst,
now
like,
and then.
Utes driving and now just got a weld diff into place.
especially if they're on mobile or whatever, you know.
Grump 202, $5. So Utes driving now. Just got to weld the diff in place.
Ready for the sprints
I think next year, he said.
next year.
He's helping the skid pig out this year.
Okay, yep.
All right, let's do some shout outs in the chat. Let's do some shout outs. Let me scroll up. James Bayless, Mad Cow Mark, Nan's in the chat. G'day. Chris Young, Johnny Skid Pig, Gary Sparkplug. G'day, Brad. How are you? Scroll through. Grump 202, of course. Terry Hankins. G'day. Mark Biffin. How you going?
Biffo, g'day, mate.
Mum's in the chat. Darren Davidson, Ricky, Chop Chop Master, Lightfoot. G'day. The Hoff. How you going, Hoff?
Hey, mate.
Mark says, great job at the Jamboree. We'd be lost without your streaming.
Thank you.
And
thank you.
so that's no good to hear, Ricky. Lost your job today.
Oh. 15 years. That is crap. Mate, the one positive out of that is there is a lot of jobs, and people can't get employees at the moment, so you should be able to take your pick of what you want to do now. So Hoff's right. Why wouldn't it pick the highest quality available? And then
I don't know why.
Go backwards.
It surely should start out at that and then go, okay, the internet's not quite good enough, let's go to 720. Okay, it's not good enough for 720, we'll lower it again. I think it's just been auto-picking the lowest quality, even if you've got it set to the highest picture quality one on mobile. Because mobile, it sort of hides it away. I don't feel like it did until recently. I feel like most videos I was always like maximum quality.
Yeah, I think it does seem to be like a new thing. Something's going on. So, sorry, I'm just sending messages in the background.
Scott Reed, g'day. Good stream on Jamboree.
Thanks, mate. Yeah,
Chop Chop Master says, yes, the best YouTubers on YouTube. Legend. Thanks for that.
Bit cool that one, but thank you.
I mean, I think that is a matter of opinion, though, right? Like, it could be anyone could have a different opinion of who the best is. You know, I'm sure both you and I probably have different opinions on who the best on YouTube is.
Well, it's me.
Because we watch different content.
Sure.
Oh, you look.
I don't know. I
was on the other side of that.
I get a lot of notifications for Pestify.
Pestily.
When I'm logged.
Pestily.
When I'm logged into Overtaking Lane, I don't even know what that is, but the bloody notifications for that drive me nuts. Jambo was by far, I think, the best stream that we've ever produced to date.
Absolutely.
That was epic. Everybody did an amazing job. The OTL crew.
Trev and Brad.
Brad and Trev out there.
Excellent on the camera work.
They did really, really well. Brad's arms must have been like falling off by the end of it. It was brilliant. We've got some dates up for Jambo on the screen.
Yep. Yeah, I got the dates up for the Victoria one there, Melbourne. Or Heathcote.
Be ready for that.
Heathcote Jambo.
Those guys did a tremendous job out there on track. Tyler, your switching was top notch. So I've been watching it back as well. I play it in the background this week while I'm working,
Yep.
and I've really been enjoying it. Actually, it's not a bad thing to come back and watch it after being out there. There's so much you miss, and
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I know you're a bit more in front of the screen with your role, but I don't know how much you actually miss doing that though,
I miss a lot. Like while
because you're
being there
too
on the
busy.
camera, yeah, you just sort of miss a lot while you're on there.
Because you're watching the spots to change, and I know Brad says he doesn't see a lot like standing on the start line with the
Mhm.
cars. He's like, no, I miss all the runs.
Yeah, you're just too
'Cause I'm
busy
like,
trying to
did you
make
see
sure
that?
you get what you want to get. So
Yeah,
you miss a lot of
yeah.
stuff, and then you don't realize something's happened till afterwards and things like that.
So I think it is good to come back and watch, even for ourselves, to
Hmm.
to
Absolutely.
watch that and watch it back. So yeah, Sally's had it playing out in the print shop as well. But it's good, and I must say that the commentary team, um, just exceptional. The guys, the Jamboree and Willowbank commentary team, um, such a good job. Like all the downtime and stuff. It's not like when I've watched it back, I've skipped through anything either. Like I've still sat there and listened to it, and yeah, I don't know. There's through the of racing, I thought, oh, you just skip to the next bit of racing, but no, I'm still listening to what they're talking about, and very entertaining. So
And Jamboree actually has some very entertaining ads. You know,
yeah,
I don't know whether you watched any of the ads come up, but yeah, some of those ads, especially like the one of the Bosch ones, the longer Bosch one, is like excellent because it's just like a minute of racing, and then at the end it just says Bosch. It's like
oh, I don't know
the
if I
ad.
noticed that one.
That one's pretty good. I don't mind that one. Absolutely, they did,
So
James. Mark Biffin says best is the guys that stand in the sun all day doing the filming for the enjoyment of others. Yep, Brad and Trev did an excellent job on the weekend.
Ricky,
And
he's in NZ. Sorry, I forgot you're in NZ, Ricky. But yeah, Australia at the moment, heaps of opportunity here for work. I would assume it might be the same in NZ. But good luck there. And shout out to Mad Kiwi, um,
tuning in from hospital.
in
Hope
hospital
everything's all
this
right.
week. Yeah, get well, mate. Get well. Um, yeah, no, it was an epic weekend. I I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's a bit different though, coming back and doing a stream like this, and uh, we've got plenty of people in the chat here, but there's 30 odd people watching. We just come from 1,300 plus watching at any one given time.
Yeah, especially on the Sunday stream was massive.
Yeah.
Jason
So
Tompkins, g'day, how are you?
g'day. But yeah, make sure you support all those sponsors. You know, if you have any interactions, you're getting anything from anyone like that, or you're using the sponsor, let them know that you saw them on the stream, through the Jamboree stream or the Kenda stream or road trip stream, whatever it might be that you're watching, and you see that. And if you get anything from those sponsors, take advantage of letting them know, so that they know that their money that they invest into those events is definitely worth it. So
Absolutely. And that's the sponsors are the reason that these sorts of streams can stay free, right? You know, a lot of this, there is a big cost involved in time and equipment and everything like that. So these.
yeah, it
G'day,
is.
Ian.
So
Ian Cox from the UK. How are you?
g'day, Ian. G'day, mate. But we do have some more streams upcoming. So
We've got some big ones coming up.
another 4 weeks away. Is about 4 weeks.
4 weeks, yeah. Pretty much, yeah.
Until we come at you live from Palmyra Dragway up in
Well,
North
5 weeks.
Queensland.
5
5
weeks.
weeks.
Yeah.
So 30th of September, 1st of October, we'll come at you live from Mackay, from Palmyra, North Queensland, for a bit of the racing action up there. So we'll bring you a bit of test and tune to start with from up there,
Yep.
and hopefully a few exhibition runs on the Friday, and then into Saturday into the Outlaw Nitro Funny Cars. So
Yep.
we'll
Be a good
we'll
weekend.
see what we bring from there. That'll be huge. We come back from Palmyra and jump straight into another live stream the very next weekend.
Yep, Kenda.
So
Kenda the very next weekend, and then the very next weekend after that, it is on the screen right now. Melbourne Jamboree, I believe.
So how massive is that for all this racing that will be coming at you? Then from there, we've got still got more events coming at you. We've got Road Trip Drag Challenge, another 3 days of racing.
Yep, we
at
got
the start of
Coralban,
November.
I think, as well,
We've got
right?
Coralban at the end of there. Also, actually, let's just go back, because I also forgot to mention we're going to try something. Well, we're not going to just try something. We're gonna make something happen.
We're gonna be streaming
on
from
the
2 places at once.
On the 1st of October, where we will be streaming from 2 different places. There will be 2 events on, and not only will we be bringing you the funny cars from up in Palmyra, but Tyler will also
You're bringing Cash Nights.
Cash Nights, Golby's, Cash Nights, Disco Dean is bringing you Cash Nights, and we'll be streaming that for you as well on the same night. So two separate streams to watch. How's
get
that?
the phone out for one and put the other on the TV.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. So
It'll be great.
Yeah, burn some racing into your eyeballs for that. That's gonna be massive. So please support us, because we're really doing everything we can do to do that. We're bringing more and more every time. We're trying to up the ante and see what else we can do. We tested a few new things on the weekend at Jamboree that I think worked well, Tyler.
Absolutely, yeah, it was awesome. They worked really well. They worked out really well, and that's like one thing to mention is that we just reinvest everything back in that we get. We pay, like Brad and Trev. They're an investment to us. They're awesome on the camera. They're good mates of ours now from the channel, and we've obviously got to support them because they come out and they give us their time. And then also, we're constantly trying to upgrade and buy more camera equipment. We've got to look at getting a new PC for the streaming now, because that one that we've got has just it's crashed a couple of times, which we don't really want to happen. So we need to we'll upgrade that.
One and that crashed too, so we had a bit of a drama there. But
yeah. Abdullah, g'day. I remember you from the stream on Friday in the chat.
Again, good to see you, mate. Good to see you. So yeah, with a couple of new things that we tested for the stream was the front on start line camera.
Yep.
The different angle. So
yeah, the GoPro worked really well there. Actually, it was an awesome angle, especially for the wheel stands going past.
Yeah, so we set that up and that worked. All remotely controlled and done on a wireless transmitter. Not only did we do that, but we upgraded the transmitter to move Trev further down the track to get a better angle. So we got him up on an actual camera tower now, and I think that's a pretty big step. And we've got that's also still transmitted wirelessly, and we've tested out a new high range, long range transmitter, which we will now invest in another one of those. I think is the next plan. So there's a few different things, and we know that we can do different stuff with the GoPros and wirelessly transmit those as well. So that means we could we can add other camera angles around the place as well, whether it might be shooting down the lanes or whatever it might be. So any ideas, we're happy to hear from you about different stuff that you'd like to like to see on those streams, and what we can bring you. You know, what angles you'd like to see. I think the audio was working well, although we seems to be a good setup that we did with the audio, Tyler. I don't know if I'm totally happy with how we currently run that, but
Well,
it sounded
maybe
really
something
good.
to get onto in the future is even just trying to get some more audio further down the track too. Because, you know,
Yeah.
once they sort of go past that like 330 foot mark, the audio is quite quiet on there. So
Yeah, true. Lightfoot says the cameras were good. The commentators and the camera angles are on point.
racing the white Merc King
Oh
63.
yeah.
Oh, there you go. Awesome.
Yeah, sweet.
We're
And that's the great thing
putting in
with the races too.
you were
Like
putting in
all
some
that.
great times out there in the Merc, hitting over 100, I think over 140 mile an hour a few times as well. Or probably every run actually is like 144 mile an hour. Mark, g'day, how are you, Mark?
The good thing is you can come back, and what we also do is make sure that we keep those streams up, and we've put all of them this time into a playlist, and we'll go back, and we're going to do that with all our other streams now as well, the previous streams. Pop them into playlists so that if you're out working in the shed on the weekend and there's no racing on or whatever, you can throw on an old stream and it'll play through all the streams. Gee, if we put on a Jamboree playlist, Tyler, there's how many hours of stream on that last
That
on the
weekend,
weekend?
there's close to
We just
40
got
hours all up, I think.
40 hours, so you can start that playing when you walk into the shed first thing on Saturday morning and leave it going. It'll be still going by
Leave the
time
shed
you-
on Sunday night. It'll just be
Yeah,
finishing up.
Yeah, that's it.
G'day, Roland. How are you? Sup, boys? What about over the finish line? Would have gotten some awesome footage over the finish. That's another one. There is actually cameras already there at Wheelerbank that we might potentially be able to tap into. It's something that we want to investigate and see if it has potential, or whether we need to invest in some more gear to do our own thing.
Yeah. The deep end's the distance, because of the wireless setup that we use, won't get that far all the way to the deep end. But in saying that, there is like you said, Tyler, there's a fixed camera already down there that the track uses to monitor that end of the track from up in the tower. And we just see that if we can split that signal out and drop it down to us without affecting what they do there. So yeah, I think that's the challenge. Yeah.
Demo Don, how are you? None at the moment, not off the top of my head. All I know is that we just need to upgrade our streaming PC, and then potentially look into audio stuff.
I was going to hook two decks together and give you an extra 7 angles to try and switch through.
I can make it work, but like
maybe a Elgato.
Maybe
as well to set up a couple of the other
playing advertisements easier and stuff like that.
Yeah,
that'd be really handy for.
Which is
and potentially replays.
Replays. That's the next one. That's what we did talk about. You reckon you've got an idea on how to do replays?
Yeah.
So that might. I think that's a big one.
Mm-hmm, absolutely. Yeah, that's something that the Elgato Stream Deck will definitely help with.
Did I see Shane said get trackside Trev to run along the side of the cars? Yeah, could we do a separate hotspot? Do something back, says Demo Don. No, and there's a couple of things with the footage of the crashes, Don, and it's well, I guess we'll do replays and we'll bring that in, and I think we're just a little bit cautious of what we show in crashes, because there is people
in the cars
at home.
And you don't know, like, a crash. We might show a crash, but then not the aftermath type thing.
Yeah, I think that's what
Will
we'll do.
be
We'll show the crashes a bit better, but we're not going to show the wrecks. We're certainly, yeah, we don't want to go down that path because that could be pretty tragic in some,
you never
scenarios. We're
know
certainly
when
hoping it never
something
is.
could happen.
Yeah, so we're going to be
It
very
is
cautious of
a
that,
dangerous
especially going
sport.
live. So maybe another mic at 1,000 foot. Yeah, we might have to do something wired in for that to be able to make that work. So, but we do definitely. Yeah, it is. It's a fine line. But I think we might have been offered a little quick, and we talked about that. We debriefed about that, didn't we, Tyler?
Mm-hmm.
About
But yeah,
what we do there.
I think in the future as well, just having footage of the crashes is handy for the officials and stuff, so they can write up their reports and things like that as well. We talked about that, but not necessarily like keeping on something. So
yeah, so we'll certainly do our best to show the accident, because I think if you watch, we talked about it, and we thought if you do watch any motorsport, you do see the accident, and then they'll cut to replays of the accident or whatever it might be, but they won't show the recovery side of things, and
yeah,
we'll make sure that we do that. So, but we'll work on that. Replays would be amazing, and then that way you can watch back, see what happened.
well, not only that, replay is amazing for the side-by-side 3-second passes at a Kenda and world record runs and things like that. Well, not world record, but record runs, I guess. Being able to play that sort of stuff.
Yep. Yeah. Play back again. Yeah. Really. Yeah. Massive. Big.
You can have a look at what, and maybe if we can get it to a point where we can slow it down, and then we can have the commentators talk through what's going into some of those runs, because some of the commentators are like right into the the analytical side of the cars and how they run and stuff like that. So getting them to talk through the process of what added up to that 3-second pass.
Yeah, definitely. And Jamie Wheelnuts is there. Tyler, I don't know if you saw his comment.
A real milestone for my team at OTL last week at Jambo. Sure, I lead the team in an amazing, stunning, incredible way, but keep in mind Tyler gave 110% and Dave 21%. A lot of moving parts to the magic.
Someone had to run the batteries. Biffo says the bloke that mounted the starting box. Yeah, that one was full on. I think Dave on the start line there. I don't think he realised quite exactly what was going on. He sort of talked about it afterwards and said that they hear the cars come past, and it does happen occasionally. They come in real close, and that's all he really thought that was happening. So he just sort of moved out of the way casually while having a conversation.
See, Grump's out. Wife's birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday to the wife.
No
Mrs.
worries,
Grump 202.
So Hoff's failed the limit. It is Thursday after all, Hoff. What's your Saturday looking like, mate? You busy doing family stuff? Let me know. We got stuff on Sunday. I'll just mention that. We'll go off Jambo for a little minute and talk about Sunday. We've got some news. We've got some car news to get into, but I just want to quickly mention before we get into the what's on, we'll tell you all the events soon, or what's on, or later at the end. Yeah, Sunday. If you want to come and say good day and catch up, and you're in the Yatla area, there's Real Steel and Chrome car show up at the Yatla Drive-In on Sunday. So if you've got a chrome bumper car, or you want to come and check out some of the chrome bumpers up there, come up and have a look. We'll be up there. I'll take a couple of cars up. We happen to have a couple of chrome bumpers, so we'll get up there and hang out for the day and check out some of the cool cars on show and everything else that they have going on. It's quite a big event, that one. So well worth coming to have a look at.
Yep.
Yatla driving. Oh, roll Saturday night. Ooh,
Demo Don says someone with a mic down there for on-the-spot interviews with track guys and drivers. That is, we've done that a couple of times with the Candas and stuff. It's
That's
more just
possible.
yeah, it's definitely something we can do.
Yep, that's definitely
We have
possible.
done it. I think we did. I think we had 1 or 2 interviews on the Sunday as well. So
yeah, we had Diggles go down. There was probably more footage of Diggles hitting
tennis balls.
tennis balls into the
Billy J
crowd.
Diggs, wasn't it? I think.
Billy J Diggs was hitting balls into the crowd, probably more than interviews. But I think we'll work on that.
Yeah.
We'll definitely work on that. That may be definitely a good one for Kenda. We'll see if we can get that happening. So,
G'day, Steve. Old Fight Shed.
The other one would be. Oh no, I forgot now. I've sidetracked myself. I was reading the comment and forgot what I was going to say. But we'll definitely work on the interviews. Get a few in there. Saves us having to put them in the video later. We've already got them. So, James, can you just bring the chrome bumper? You can, mate. You can. That's all you need.
I think there's a swap meet on as well, right? So.
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh yeah, you can bring your chrome bumper and then swap it out, but then you'll have to leave because you don't know. No, spectators are allowed. So.
Denny don't have one. No. Oh, that's the other thing. I've been thinking about how we could do an in-car footage, Tyler. I just don't know how far it would get. Like obviously we've worked out how to do a stream, a GoPro into the stream from the start line.
I think we'd have to have like a hotspot on the GoPro and do like the RTMP stream, and then just hook into the IP.
I've been definitely looking at RTMP streaming off the GoPro, but very patchy, so they're very unreliable from what I could see from doing that. I think our problem would be how far we could get in the car doing it the other way. It mightn't get very far, right?
Yeah.
Before it cuts out. So, yeah. There goes a couple of tips, Ricky. So let's get the Ryzen 9 desktop pro. You know all those bits.
Yep. That's the same. That's mostly what I have. Mostly what I have set up in my home PC. Except for I have a 3080 Ti.
So, but we'll move from. We're going to move from. We use Streamlabs as well as another one that we use, which we're currently using now as well for this, don't we? We're using Streamlabs.
Yes, yeah, we're going to move off of Streamlabs and just to straight OBS. To use fewer resources as well.
And hopefully help with the replay function as well, yeah?
Hopefully, yeah. I can do it in Streamlabs as well, but...
All right, let's do a news story. Let's see what's happening in car news this week, Tolly. You've sent me some stories that I do not have open here.
Well, the first one for our UK viewers is UK is preparing for fully autonomous vehicles in 2025.
Yeah, now this is well, that's not new news, is it? I think that's been on the plan for a while.
Well, the UK government has committed £100 million in funding for investment and safety research.
Oh no, sorry. They were always planned to do electric vehicles.
I think they were planning on getting rid of petrol and diesel or something, internal combustion.
Yeah. Sorry, that's where I was thinking. This is fully autonomous.
Yep. There's a new biocomposite car, says Demo Don. There you go. But yeah, although autonomous car technology is still hit and miss and the subject of ongoing investigations by US road safety regulators, the UK will begin the shift within a year. The legislation will allow drivers of vehicles with some semi-autonomous features, including lane keep assistance, to take their hands off the wheel at speeds up to 60 kilometers an hour. One crucial detail in the upcoming legislation for fully autonomous driving announced on the UK government website indicates that manufacturers are responsible for the vehicle's actions when self-driving, meaning a human driver would not be liable for incidents related to driving while the vehicle is in control of driving.
Okay. They take a big risk, obviously, and that's the gamble that they want to take on. But
Yep.
that's so. This is Johnny Cab. This is the Johnny Cabs, mate.
Yep. We want the UK to be at the forefront of developing and using this fantastic technology, and that is why we are investing millions in vital research into safety and setting legislation to ensure we gain the full benefits that this technology promises, said the UK Transport Secretary Grant Shapps in an official government statement. The benefits of self-driving vehicles have the potential to be huge. Not only can they improve people's access to education and other vital services, but the industry itself can create tens of thousands of job opportunities throughout the country. Most importantly, they're expected to make our roads safer by reducing the dangers of driver error in road collisions.
I don't know. I don't know. This it just sounds so. It just sounds so far away. Sorry, by when?
2025, so it's only 3 years away.
That's preparing for fully autonomous vehicles. So So to start having them within 3 years, to move everything to that would be massive. But there's still a lot of push to not have autonomous vehicles. Obviously, your Teslas, you can't put them in fully autonomous mode on the road, can you?
No, I think you have to still have your hands on the wheel. I think otherwise it kicks you out of it.
Yeah, and obviously that picture you showed up there before was some chick reading a book while
driving,
while a car's doing the driving.
Yeah.
I just said demo. Don was talking about that bi-composite car made from hemp, stronger than steel. What do they not try and make from hemp these days? And James says that there's a rumor that from 2025 they'll stop giving car loans for internal combustion engine vehicles.
Wow, there you go.
Roland's saying the processing power needed is massive, and it just wouldn't work throughout having them throughout England. Maybe somewhere like just in London, but not throughout the UK.
It's a big call, yeah. There's a lot.
Adam
that
Geary says he
goes
thinks
into
one
it.
crashed just last week. So
I don't know if you ever saw the one from a while back that was like it was brought up because in a Futurama episode they talked about like on this specific year or date or something like that when they had the Ware car. I don't know if you remember the Futurama episode with the Ware cars. And it was like the original Ware car was the robot was hit by a car on this date. But then in that year or whatever it was, that was like in that month or something like that, I think, an autonomous car had run over a robot. So people were like saying that this is it happening and it's going to start.
the Ware car. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I do remember that. Sorry, I just Googled it.
Yeah.
So it's like Futurama's version of Christine.
Yeah.
You know what Christine is?
Yes, yeah,
you do know?
The Chev, yeah, with the mind of its own.
Have you seen that one?
I haven't seen the movie, but I know the movie.
Okay. And you've seen Total Recall. I was talking about Johnny Cabs earlier, right?
I've seen the clip. I don't know if I've seen the movie. I may have, but I don't remember it.
I think they made a whole new Total Recall movie, like a new one, like an up-to-date one. You haven't seen that either?
No, I haven't actually.
Demo says won't work well here in Australia. Certainly won't.
G'day, Paul. How are you?
Hey, Paul. G'day. Ricky was talking about. Was that Ricky? No, Roland talking about 5 months ago in America. Heaps of cameras all over cars and testing in San Francisco. Yeah, okay. I don't even know what to think about that story, Tyler.
It's
I
a
thought
lot.
we were just talking about electric cars, but we're talking about straight getting into autonomous. So I don't know. It'd be handy for when we like do a trip up to some of the tracks.
Mm.
Do that, but we
Absolutely.
got Brad. That's sort of like having an autonomous vehicle. So, but we must turn all this ICE, sorry, not non-ICE. There's all this electric car talks. Turn a few people away. We just lost a heap of viewers, so we'll have to. Everyone's tuning out. They're saying,
It might have been my maybe it was my Futurama tangent I went on.
Maybe we'll have to move on. Let's move on. What's the next story? I've got another story.
Daniel Ricciardo. We talked about this recently.
Yes, we talked about it.
It's confirmed.
Yeah. Now, I did. I heard this on the news, and I thought, oh yeah, Tyler was talking about this, and they said they've axed him.
Yep.
And I remembered you saying that he would have to get $21 million.
Yes, something about that. Yeah, along those lines. And with that though, is if he goes and drives for another team, he has to pay McLaren back whatever he earns in that season. So if he earns 10 million in that season, he pays them back 10 million.
But he still gets his 20 mil.
Yes, yeah.
And I heard that on the news story. The news story was like, oh, they've axed Daniel Ricciardo and blah blah blah. And they have to pay him out his contract of $21 million.
Mm-hmm.
It was sort of like the quiet part at the end of it.
Yeah.
It's like, it was all headline. He was axed. It's like, hang on. He's
well,
doing all right out of this.
Well, a fun little fact though.
Yeah.
Fun little fact about this is Daniel Ricciardo is the only driver to win in a McLaren in the last decade.
Oh, okay. There you go. So now they're bringing someone in to replace him. The talk is, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, Oscar Piastri, I think, was the one that they're talking about. That was who they were talking about bringing in. I don't know if that's not confirmed yet. That's the rumored position fill.
Well, I also heard the rumor was that Ricciardo may go to where he is.
No, to where he had the potential of taking the seat there. Despite being a part of Alpine's junior academy program, he opted not to take the place of Alonso for next year's Formula One season, sparking a potential legal battle between himself and Alpine.
So that's where Ricciardo could end up yet as well.
Yeah.
So they basically could just be a switch.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Oscar is also an Australian who's taking the other Australian in Formula One, taking his seat.
There you go, mate. You did talk about it. It was only on the last show, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah, the last one we did. Yeah, because it was only 2 weeks ago. Because we didn't do one last week because we were at Jambo. YouTube 101. How are you? Thank you. Splendid coverage.
Thanks, mate. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Hot stuff, really popular in social media. So he's still up in the air because of legal issues. It's demoed on.
There you go. There you go, Ricciardo. We'll see what happens there. It's a big thing, though. $20 million to go and take a year off.
Yes.
It's not a bad deal.
Yeah, not a bad deal at all.
Take that.
Talks of Ricciardo going to the Haas team. Oh, there you go.
I'll do it for 20 million, not 20,000. But all right. Well, one more story there.
Two more stories. We're talking
just one at a time.
Yeah. Okay, we've got two left. Talking the Dodge Challenger, the 2024 Dodge Challenger. So we're jumping ahead 2 years. And Charger.
Someone sent me this. I think Trackside Trev sent me a video of this.
Because they're the end of the V8 era is fast approaching. Unfortunately, as we know, they are trying to just get rid of anything internal combustion. pretty much, except for maybe hydrogen cars if we ever get that off the ground fully. So it was rumored, I think, that this was going to go full electric. But a former employee has suggested that it will adopt a new 3-litre twin-turbocharged 6-cylinder petrol engine.
Oh, okay. Well, there is an electric Dodge Charger. Hang on, I found it. It wasn't. How do I forward this to you? Why is it not giving me an option to forward that to you?
Well, I'm going to continue with this while you're doing that. Otherwise, we're just going to sit here in silence. Earlier this month, Dodge announced its Hemi family of V8 engines would no longer be fitted to the Challenger Coupe and Charger sedan from late 2023, with a new era of e-muscle cars to instead harness electric power. However, while some versions of Dodge's future muscle cars will adopt electric motors, previewed last week as the Dodge Charger Daytona SRT concept, it now appears some versions may continue to be offered with petrol engines from an all-new 6-cylinder Hurricane engine family. The adoption of the twin-turbo inline-6 is the new generation Dodge muscle cars has been rumoured in US media in recent months. However, information seen by Drive points to the Hurricane 6-cylinder engine being adopted by the Challenger and Charger, thanks to an online post by a former worker.
Did you find my video?
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
I'll send you a video. I don't know if you can get the sound of that through the stream. This is the sound of an electric muscle car, Tyler.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get it to work for me.
Threw that in YouTube 101 asked when the next event for streaming at, and that will be the Palmyra Dragway, 31st of the 9th, 1st of the 10th, Outlaw Nitro Funny Cars, and also 1st of the 10th at Willowbank for the Cash Nights, Disco Deans, Golby's Cash Nights. So we'll bring that. We've got the wheel, Tyler. Oh no, that's not it.
I had to put the wheel up to get it on there.
Get it to work.
Give me a second. I'm just resizing the window so we can see the video a bit better.
Okay.
Because half of it was sort of cut off.
Technical work in the background here. When I spring a video on you at last minute. I should have read the stories beforehand. I could have sent it to you earlier.
Yeah, you could have. There we go. That's better.
So, EcoBoost.
Right, now if I transition that there, now everyone can see that.
That is amazing.
Oh, it sounds like Wall-E. Wall-E.
I can't hear it.
When it revs, it sounded like Wall-E.
Isn't it?
Clear roof and everything. That's insane.
It's a bit lame, isn't it?
Hey, at least it makes noise though. Like this is sort of the first one that makes noise, right? But it sounds like Wall-E. That's what's in my head with that.
Johnny says he'd get one if it sounds like the Jetsons car. That would be much better. But yeah, I guess they put some effort in to try and give it some noise. But wouldn't people just think you're a dick? You roll into a car show with that, like
street car culture. How are you? Speaking of emissions, I just got my 13B running this week.
Nice,
awesome.
Nice. Well, we've just bloody heard a hell of a lot of rotors, 13Bs, 20Bs, bloody everything in between. Last weekend.
G'day, Amir. How are you?
G'day. So I look at it looks cool and everything. I just couldn't imagine rolling into a Cars and Coffee with my my rev sounds coming out the speakers. it's just a little weird. But I guess
Ego boost.
PC
it could be
Parts
the way
Man
of the
just
future.
subscribed.
Welcome. Thank you. It could be the way of the future. Don't forget to hit thumbs up, guys.
Yep.
Hit
Yeah, hit
thumbs
the
up
like
for us.
button. Does help.
20 of you hit that like for us, but get a couple more. It's a scary future, Tyler, but that could be it. I don't know when it is, and it could be automated. So you mightn't even get the opportunity to drive into a car show and play that. It could be all completely autonomous, and you're just a passenger.
Absolutely. G'day,
And,
Mark Christina. How you going?
G'day, Mark.
And
Thank you.
well, Ricky says it sounds like a wild drill.
It could be like your last story, Tyler, and it could be autonomous. You'll have an electric car with engine noises coming out of it, driving autonomously, powered by Skylink. So you'll have no
Starlink.
control. Starlink. No, I was thinking Skylink off Terminator.
Isn't it?
So,
Isn't it something else? It's not.
Skynet.
Yeah.
It's Skynet. Sorry, you're right. Skynet. I was confused. Elon had me confused.
You were joining the two together.
Yeah, I was. There you go. Paul Johns, if he's still here in the chat, he'll approve of that though, because at least he can hear it.
Yep.
Because he can't see him coming, so at least he can hear it and won't get run over. There you go. All right. Well, but you're saying that other story saying that they're not all going to be that. They're going to have.
Yeah, they are gonna offer a 6-cylinder. Is apparently something that they're doing.
6-cylinder.
Twin turbo 6-cylinder.
Mark
Mark
says
electric.
Mark Christian says 6-cylinder. I thought you might as well go electric. No.
Mark Christian says electric rotor.
Electric rotor. Trying to make some rotary noises. Imagine that. Engine swap. Demo Don. I like your thinking. That would be a cool looking car for an engine swap. Expensive, but
Yeah. Mark says
cool.
Jamboree was fully hectic, and Streetcar Culture says Jamboree was insane.
It's always hard to come back from back to not real life after some events like that, isn't it?
Yep.
And then to know, I just got to go to work tomorrow. It's sort of so difficult.
Judge.
Oh,
Judge has become a member. Legend.
Bloody legend. You legend.
That's
Thank you.
I think that's Amir. I think he's changed his name on there.
Oh, thanks, man. You're awesome.
We'll have to update the members
all the badges.
members screen now. Yeah, look at all the badges getting around in the chat. Some of them
A lot of
for
red
many
badges.
months. I reckon we need a good, nice redesign on the badges, maybe some point soon. Change the color of the car or something, instead of the background, and get some transparent backgrounds in there.
Okay. Do an update now that I'm doing design these days.
Yep. Demo Don says Tough Mounts got their work cut out for me.
They do.
Well, what if we bring it back? We've talked overseas for a few stories now. Let's bring it back to Australia, and we'll bring it back to South Australia. I don't know whether you read the title of this one, but the title is what grabbed me into this. South Australia wants to make drivers of performance cars get a special license.
What? Okay. Now, this has been brought about for road safety reforms after a teenage pedestrian lost her life with an incident with a Lamborghini.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there's a few things going on here. Under the possible new laws, drivers would be required to comply with specific training and other requirements similar to those already applied to motorcycle and truck licenses in most jurisdictions, and be banned from holding a license altogether if accused of killing a person until their case is resolved.
Oh, I get that last bit.
Yes. Oh, obviously, yeah. That should already just be a thing in general, to be honest. But yeah. This week the state government revealed it's proposing to introduce new reforms to the licensing system, which includes changes for those who want to drive high-powered sports cars. Other ideas the South Australian government is looking at including is banning the disabling of traction control in high-performance vehicles. The move comes after the tragic death of a teenage girl in Adelaide's southwest in 2019. The family of the 15-year-old Sophia, who died after being hit by a Lamborghini while she was on the footpath, have pushed for the safety reform.
Okay.
Dad's Garage. Evening all. Sorry late. Busy becoming a granddad tonight. Congratulations.
Oh, wow, mate. Wow, congratulations. How cool is that?
It's awesome.
What are you doing here? Well done, mate. Well done. Oh,
Excellent.
Ivy.
Ricky.
There you go.
Ricky's become a member. Legend, Ricky.
Got Granddad's Garage going on. Change your name.
Jesse's in the chat. Hey, Sally.
Garage.
Bit of a in joke from the weekend. I mean, Dave and Tyler. How are you, Jesse?
G'day, Jesse. So a special license for high-powered vehicles in South Australia. So what else can you tell us about this story, mate? We'll go down. So they're talking about trying to actually commence to bring these reforms to fruition. This is driven by the South Australian Premier, yeah?
Yes. Yeah, the state government will also work with South Australian Police and the Attorney General's Office on proposed changes to the Criminal Law Consolidation Act relating to a death occurring because of unacceptable driver behaviour. The legislation is slated to go before Parliament before the end of this year as well.
So they also, earlier this year, a study of learner drivers and their habits has raised concerns about how the next generation of motorists is faring on Australian roads. Right? So Budget Direct conducted a
study with 1,000 Australians who currently hold a driving licence. They were surveyed about their time as learner drivers, exposing shortcomings in the system which allows them to progress. Even though learners are at a higher risk on the roads due to their lack of experience, just 5.5% reported being in a traffic incident on their learners, with 3.7% saying they were at fault, while 1.8% were not. Males were far more likely to be in a crash and at fault compared to their female counterparts, though with over double reporting they were the cause of an accident. Across Australia, licensing requirements vary by jurisdiction, though so far no other state or territory has special requirements for drivers of high-performance vehicles.
Yeah, it's well, it's just another bloody hoop we'll have to jump through, I guess. So, and what do they judge? You know, they're talking about high-performance sports cars. There is that.
Is it old school muscle cars?
Is it? Yeah. Where do they draw that line?
Yeah, is it just like your high-end Lamborghinis, Ferraris, your M3, M4 BMWs and things like that? Is it just those cars?
There's too many distractions these days. It certainly
yeah,
is.
or mobile phones, right? Like, look at how many people are getting caught on their mobile phones.
I think the cars themselves are certainly more high-powered these days than they were as well. So, your stock standard bloody 202 Kingswood wasn't, blowing bloody hat off too many heads. So, but a late model car these days is fairly decent. So, you could certainly buy a car today, and certain cars, and race them on the drag strip, and be at a respectable time over the quarter,
absolutely.
right? Like, which
Look at the Volkswagens and stuff like that. You know, the little GTIs. They're smashing out really quick times, and a lot of that's just
second quarters.
A lot of that's just they jump in it, put a chip tune in, and away they go.
Yeah.
You know, one that comes to mind actually is, you don't see it out at the drag strip, but a Toyota Camry, the 2020 V6 3.5 litre Camry comes out with 224 kilowatts.
I was asking about Super Tech and Super Pro. I don't believe they had those classes.
No, they didn't.
On the weekend. So whether there wasn't any entries, I'm not sure the reasoning around that.
But yeah, you know, your 3.5 litre 6-cylinder Camry, yeah, 224 kilowatts. You know, back and you look at the other small cars and stuff like that. You know, like the older Camrys would have nothing on that and stuff like that. You know, like just your general commuter car has a lot more power these days as well.
And all right, news stories. That's a wrap.
That's the end of the news stories. Yep.
Car news for this week. Happy to field any questions from those in the chat. Otherwise, we can talk some events, Tyler, about what's on this weekend. A lot
Ricky
of it being local.
Ricky says, I'll say a new driver should have 150 hours of high-speed training and defensive driving skills before getting their license.
Yeah, maybe they could do different defensive driving courses. It's not a bad idea. You know, you can go do those things and up at like Norwell and different places. I'm sure there'd be more places that would put it on if it was a requirement.
Clive says, was Rolly O'Leary there? No, not at Jamboree. There was only 4 in the extreme category. Mark says, we just bought a Golf R for the missus. I reckon it will run 11s.
They're quick. How quick. So, all right. Well, let's have a look at what events are here, mate. Let's talk about what's on this weekend. We're already on Thursday. We know that the drifting's on at Archerfield Park tonight. So,
yep. Trackside Trev will be out there. If you ever want to go and say g'day to Trackside Trev, that's where to go and say g'day to him.
Yeah,
he'll be out there.
You definitely spot him on the side of the track on a Thursday. What about tomorrow, Tolo? If we want to get out to an event tomorrow, is there anything on tomorrow evening, maybe?
Yeah. Tomorrow evening. Yes. Well, Friday to Sunday is Hardtop Hustle, Toowoomba and surrounds. That's on all weekend, Friday to Sunday. That's all the information it has there. It's Hardtop Hustle, Toowoomba and surrounds. Maybe there might be a little bit more further down. But Friday afternoon, 1 p.m. motor ride afternoon at Queensland Raceway. 5 p.m. cruise into the Emporium Rock and Roll Milk Bar, Old Petrie Town. At Whiteside, 5 p.m. Motor Culture Australia Social Night, 123 Breakfast Creek Road, Newstead. 5 p.m. The Show and Shine at Minden State School, Lowood, Minden Road. 5:30 p.m. Munchies, Elizabeth Street, Acacia Ridge. 6 p.m. Muscle Assault, Willowbank Raceway. 7 p.m. Downshift, Gold Coast Night Shift, Carrara Markets.
Let me just go back for a minute there, Tyler. 6 p.m. tomorrow night, Muscle Assault at Willowbank Raceway. Now, that is... now, they do many events out there in different cars and different categories, and you get to go out and you can race for free.
There you go.
Muscle Assault is any muscle car can go out there tomorrow night at Willowbank Raceway and race for free. So passengers will be $20. You need to take there's a printout from Willowbank. You have to find it on their Facebook page or on their website. You need to print that out. You need to fill it out and hand it in at the gate as you go through in your muscle car, and you will get free racing at Willowbank.
There you go. That's awesome.
That's got to be fairly big, right?
Absolutely, yeah. That should be pretty massive.
So yeah, that's
free to race your chrome muscle car or toughie this Friday night.
You've just
Print
found
out
it, hey?
print out the flyer in the comments below on Facebook and hand to the gate team to race for free. This is open to all toughies, chrome bumpers, tough streeters, and anything tough muscle. So bring yours along. Want you at the track this Friday at gates open at 5:30 p.m. on track at 6 p.m.
I think we'll share that over on our Facebook page as well, hey?
Yep, let's do it. Saturday. We are moving into Saturday. Caffeine, banter, and bikes, 7 a.m. at Espresso 25 in Coomera. Yep, 7 a.m. the Donut Derelicts, Old Petrie Town, Whiteside. 8 a.m. Undercover Classic Cars Garage Sale, 296 Old Cleveland Road, East Capalaba. 8 a.m. the Peninsula Motorfest is on at Pelican Park, Hornybrook, Esplanade, Clontarf. 8 a.m. the Australian V8 Superboat Championships Round 2, Day 1 at Round Mountain Road, Cabarita Beach. 8 a.m. the Formula V Club Championships and Formula Ford Round 4, Day 1 at Morgan Park Raceway. 8:30 a.m. the big yearly cruise to Mount Nebo Statesman Owner Club, departing Ampol Gympie Road at Castledine at 9:30 a.m. 9 a.m. Cars and Coffee Bean Lee, All British Classics Car Club, Kawanda Cafe, Distillery Road, Eagleby. 9 a.m. Classic Auto Show and Shine, Wandai Showgrounds. 9 a.m. the Tractor Pull at Oakey Cross Hill Road in Biddiston. I think Mark's out there for that one, I think. Would I be right on that? I think I've been seeing some posts from out there. 9:30 a.m. the Test and Drive at Lakeside Park Raceway. 10 a.m. Hot Wheels and Diecast swap meet at Tiger Park, Waterford West. So if you're a bit of a collector, that's where you should go. 12 noon, Cardi Gras Hot August Night Car Show and Concert, Blackbutt Showgrounds. 1 p.m. Track Training Afternoon, Lakeside Park Raceway. 2 p.m. Laying a Low in Logan, Eliminators Hot Rod and American Car Club. And Just Scraping By, Doug Larsen Park in Logan Street, Beanley. 3 p.m. Brisbane Retro Cruise Nights, Salisbury Hotel, Toohey Road in Salisbury. Hopefully.
I'll read the next couple if you can find that picture and try that up as well that I just sent you.
Yep.
4 p.m. we've got Caffeine and Classics, a Blackout Coffee and Catering, which is up at Magnesium Drive in Crestmead. Also around 4 p.m. we've got the Gold Coast Bike Night, Siganto Drive at Helensvale. Same time again, August Car Meet at Accelerate Church. That one is on Business Drive in Narangba. At 4:30 p.m. got another event at Saturdays at Mondays at Flagstone. So Mondays Burgers and Shakes, which is on Wild Mint Drive in Flagstone. Great spot there. If you want to an amazing heart attack burger, get over there and try one of those. Try the John Travolta burger at Mondays. Is worth trying. I think you had one of those, Tyler. Travolta.
I don't think I've had the Travolta, but I have had their milkshakes and stuff. The milkshakes are on point.
There you go. 5 p.m. Fritzy's Diner, or Fritzy's Diner Night, I should say. John Street at Rosewood, out the other side of Ipswich. And mentioned earlier, Roll Racing, 6 p.m. Queensland Raceway. Get out there for Roll Racing, Brisbane Roll Racing. We've got the Archer Street Series on as well. That's at Willowbank.
Mm-hmm.
The Street Series, which is another massive one, Willowbank Raceway. Terry Dale will be up there. That's the Street Series. You heard Terry Dale on the mic all weekend doing the commentating at Jamboree.
He'll be at Roll Racing as well.
At Roll Racing. I think he'll do Archer Street Series, but maybe when they don't clash, you'll find him at Roll Racing.
Yes, yep.
So I think someone's filling in for him this week because of the clash with Street Series.
I've got that one ready for the stream as well when you're ready.
7 p.m. Endless Nights at Untold, which is Lytton Street in Morningside. And then
Lytton Road.
You've got a poster there. Lytton Road.
Got a poster here. Pittsworth Sprints, Friday, Saturday, Sunday this weekend. Handful and Tub will be out there as well for some exhibition runs. That is all weekend. That'll be where you'll be able to find the Skid Pig making its return. Johnny's pretty keen to get back in the seat, and he's himself and his mates have been working really hard to get the car looking great. It's looking very good.
Yeah, a big possibility would be even going out to the tractor pull. Johnny's just said it in the chat now. Heading out to Biddiston, check out the tractor pull, and then going around and checking out the Pittsworth Sprints. Because if you're already at Mount Tyson, it's not far across to the Pittsworth Sprints.
Yeah, and you can take your kids.
Yeah,
you can take your kids because 16 and under 16, I should say, under 16 is free. There,
yes.
And it's only $15 for the entire weekend. So
there you go. Burnout comp on the Saturday night. All on the streets in the industrial area. They'll race the streets. It's like a time trials event. Yeah, definitely worth checking out. So that isn't everything. Could you believe, Tyler, that is not all the events? And
no, there's still more.
This is just Queensland so far,
yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah, it is. Well, Sunday we got 6 a.m. Downshift Circuit and Coffee, Queensland Raceway. 7 a.m. the Tarmac Rally Sprint, Wheelerbank Raceway. 7:30 a.m. BCMC Breakfast and Cars at the Team Cup Cafe, Beenleigh Historical Village. 7:30 a.m. the Sprints Round 8, Sunshine Coast Motorsport Club in Doonan Driving Trainer Centre facility, Worcester Road, Doonan. 8 a.m. Real Steel and Chrome is where we will be. 55, 56, and 57 Shoebox Club at the Yatla Drive-In. 8 a.m. Cars and Coffee at Superformance, Redland Bay Road, Capalaba. 8 a.m. Cars and Culture, Espresso 25 Cafe. 8 a.m. Cars and Bikes Family Day, Bang & Beans Cafe, Rainbow Street, Sandgate. 8 a.m. the day 2 of round 2 of the V8 Superboat Championship will be on at Mountain Road, Cabarita Beach. 8 a.m. Kenilworth Classic Car Show, Kenilworth Showgrounds. 8 a.m. Formula V Club Championships day 2 is on at Morgan Park Raceway, Warwick. 9 a.m. Cars and Coffee at Brisbane Dunhill Court, I think, or Corner. Crescent, maybe. Morningside. 9 a.m. 9 a.m. Chrome, with a little plastic. The True Street Car Club, Lakeside Park Raceway. 10 a.m. Cars and Coffee, Terranora Pavilions Marketplace. 11 a.m. Black Arts Drift Comp, Queensland Raceway. And 5 p.m. Cars and Pizza at 740 Nicklin Way, Curramundi.
Now, Tyler, if you do pop out and on Sunday and get to the Real Steel and Chrome event at Yatla Drive-In, there's a couple of shirts on offer up there. They've got a cool shirt. That's not the right picture, so don't share that one. Actually, I sent you the wrong picture. That's doesn't have all the sponsor logos on there. But there's an amazing shirt on offer up there. Those guys have got a really cool one. I was going to send you a picture of it, but now it's not showing. Oh, that's not it. It's sort of like that, but with all the sponsors on it. I can. There. There's the picture without the shirt.
Just waiting for it to show
some
up.
cool shirts. There's a couple of big stack of them out there in the print shop that Sally's been printing all week. So you can get up there and get yourself one of those. Well, there's heaps of raffles and stuff as well.
Here we go. On the screen. That's the design.
Well, actually, I've got a better picture for you, Tyler. I'll send this one over. If I can hit, where did it just go? Hit share.
Mark Biffin says, "What's the chances of putting all these on your Facebook page? Take an hour to do it."
Somebody's already done it. All of those. There's so many there. We haven't got all of them. Oh, there's
the picture's a bit small, but there we go.
There you go. They work. Pretty cool design, that one we've done for them. So pretty stoked with that. It's turned out really well. Heaps of different stuff
There we
there.
go.
There's also a heap of new shirts coming out at the moment. So Real Steel and Chrome. I think get on to Mal from Dad's Garage as well.
Yeah, also known as Granddad's Garage, I think.
Granddad's Garage. Get onto Mal at Granddad's Garage, and you can get onto Chrome for Cancer shirts.
Malacca Media, how are you?
G'day, mate. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Chrome for Cancer shirts there. He's doing a lot, raising a lot of money. Looks like going to be in excess of $30,000 raised from Dad's Garage for that. So big event coming up on that one soon. And I think Hoff's got some new shirts. You better go over and have a look at the Nugget Garage website on nuggetgarage.com. Check that out, and you might get some new shirts over there of the KE10 doing its stuff. So
there we go. There's
a link. To 30.
There's a link there. So if anyone wants to donate, tax deductible, of course. Donations. So jump on there. That's the link there. I posted it 4 times. Jump on there and give something if you can.
Well, it must be time for another one of these, and maybe time for dinner. We might have to call it a night here, Tyler.
Yep. Music played a bit louder than I wanted it to there.
Couldn't hear it here.
Oh, that's all right.
We'll get back into the one spot, do the full podcast soon, but don't forget, lots of events coming up. October is going to be massive.
It is.
Enjoy the live
drag racing,
live streaming. Be ready for October and November. October and November are going to be 2 full months, and then on December 10, do not forget this one.
Make your way to Willowbank Raceway. The addictive events. Cross Overtaking Lane, Christmas Bash.
Yep, we'll be out there. We'll have the track happening. We'll have it. We'll have the racing. We'll have a car show. We'll have traders. We'll have kids rides. We will have everything out there. It's going to be a big thing. We will have Santa. We have Santa. We have sent him a letter, and Santa will be coming. We have been good boys this year, so hopefully he's there giving out car parts. You just never know. See what Santa's got in store for us out there at December 10, Willowbank Raceway, Overtaking Lane, Addictive Events, Christmas Bash. So be ready for that one. And that's it. Dave out.
We'll see you in the next one. Stay in that right lane.